Aloha, welcome to the Sacred Stage. I'm Sebastian Soulshine Flow, your intergalactic time-traveling genie and the host of this page, The Sacred Stage. Some people call me a wizard, and yes, I do cast magical spells. And this spell I'm casting today is how to spot beliefs that are out of alignment with your preferred version of yourself that you choose to live right here, right now on this earth. So how are we going to be able to spot these beliefs that are out of alignment? And what is a belief, and how do I know if it's out of alignment? Why do I care? Well, if we're wanting to live the best life ever, and we have these beliefs that are telling you that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you don't have enough this, you don't have enough that, you're never going to make it, you can't jump that far, you can't swim that far, you can't fly that high. If you have all of these self-defeating words inside of your brain that just go over and over and over in your mind, if you keep thinking them over and over, it becomes a belief. And then those beliefs, you don't even remember that they're there because you just think them over and over and you just do what it takes every day to just keep those beliefs going. So those beliefs may be out of alignment with your actual preferred version of yourself right now. Unless you're just staying the way that you are. But if you're attempting to become the better version of yourself, the best version of yourself, and you're attempting to, move forwards, but things keep happening that stop you, every time you take a step forward, you get 3 steps back. You're like, what is it? Why can't I just make progress? What's going on in my life? How come it's not working? It's not that it's not working. It's just that you have beliefs that are out of alignment with the preferred version of yourself that you're attempting to be right now. And so how to spot those beliefs that are out of alignment is very easy, because all beliefs stem from somewhere, either something that's empowering or something that's disempowering. So if you start to have these beliefs of disempowering things that come up for you, like, let's say you're attempting to be a healthy, joyful, amazing being on the planet who represents gratitude and appreciation and joy, and you walk with confidence through your world and you inspire beings around you in your lighthouse, and you love your life, and how does it get better than this? And if you're representing all that, and that's what you're creating your life to be, and that's what you're representing, but let's say then as we walk through our lives day to day and we go through things, and all of a sudden we scroll up on our internet, we see on Facebook and Instagram and all these different places and things of the news, and the news tells you chemtrails are out to get you, they're poisonous, and then they're like, oh, chemtrails aren't poisonous, they're not out to get you, what are you talking about? So now you have a back and forth, duality, and you have this, the devil's on this shoulder and God's on this shoulder, and you're like battling back and forth. Oh my God, do this, do that, do this, do that. And you're like, who are you and who are you? Brush those things off and don't listen to those beings. You don't need to get caught in conspiracy theory about things that are disempowering belief systems that are in fear, because as soon as you have that fear come up, it pushes you instead of attracting and pulling you towards your dreams and your visions and the things that you actually love and appreciate and you want to bring into your reality that are already here but not necessarily present, and you want them to be present. Then you need to vibrate at a level that's not scared of those things. So when the chemtrails come by you, you're like, that's not chemtrails. You don't look at it and identify it with it that way. They're out to get me, could cause cancer and this and that and the other thing. We can't think that the government's out to get us. You can't think that the freaking chemical agricultural industries are polluting the earth. You can't think that the sharks are going to eat you if you swim in the ocean, or the coconuts are going to fall on your head when you're sitting underneath a coconut tree. I mean, you can't really just have all of these thoughts that are all about fear, rooted in fear, taking your power from you. At the same time, you're trying to increase your power, and you're trying to sit and you're like, I'm empowered, but you're scared. Like, that's not going to happen. So we have to take that belief system that allows us to actually act scared, whatever that belief system is inside of here that needs to be transformed, transcended, transmuted into another belief system that's better than it, and then we can move on from there. So we have disempowering and empowering belief systems, and disempowering belief systems always stem from fear that's out of alignment with what it is that our true assignment is on this planet, being here, choosing this path in this place in this time in this now in this body to walk this life. This is our choice. We chose to be here. So when we choose to be here, then of course we have to operate on, it's a human body. It's got all these different things inside of it, including a rattlesnake coming by, and you're walking next to it, and all of a sudden you're about to step on it, and it starts to rattle at you, and you jump back. That fear right there is real fear. Real fear is to keep you and the snake from getting hurt. So real fear is to help you from not driving into me when I'm driving on the road and you're on the other side and I'm on this side. The fear is if you swerve that way and I swerve this way, then we're going to hit each other. The fear is we could die. So yeah, the fear is don't do that. That's why we have a line dividing the road. You stay there, I stay here. So we have rules in this dimension, in this place, in this on this earth, and some of these rules are that when we get into a place of gratitude and appreciation for our lives and how much better than this does it get, and I love my life, and this is the best day ever, and it's gonna get better than this, and I'm so grateful to have a sweater to wear, I'm so grateful to have hair on my head, I'm so grateful to have a headband on, and food to eat, and water to drink, and a tree behind me, and a camera to be able to record on. So why would I be worried if I'm full of gratitude for all of this? Why would I be worried about 5G and the Wi-Fi network polluting my brain and causing cancer and different things like that? Why would I be using this technology that I'm recording this on right now? Why would I be worried at the same time that I'm here saying how much that I'm here to inspire you and motivate you, and at the same time I'm going to say, this phone is hurting you as you're watching me on your screen. This phone is hurting you. It's causing cancer because it's connected to a 5G network that goes all over, and it's energy warfare, and it's sending out frequencies that are causing your cells to get cancer, and then you're going to get sick and die, and they're controlling you. They're taking your money and your time and your energy, and they're the dark Illuminati, and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that, and Russia's fighting Ukraine, and then Israel, and whatever, it doesn't even matter. It's like fight, 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 war, 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 battle, protect yourself. What can I do to protect myself from all of this this nonsense coming at me all the time, psychically, telepathically, theoretically, metaphysically, all around me? How can I protect myself? How can I stay safe from all of that stuff that's out there that I'm always having to defend myself from? And oh my God, what's going on right now? Are the mosquitoes going to inject me with malaria? Are the birds going to give me the bird flu? Am I going to catch COVID because someone coughed near me? I don't know. What are they injecting things into the GMO food, or is it out to get me too? Is everything really truly out to get me? Whoa. What if it was? Just let's say, what if it was? What if everything was out to get me? And I've spent all my time and energy to protect myself from all of these other things that aren't necessarily at this exact moment harming me. And if I spend all my time and energy to protect myself from these things, then when the time comes that I really need to jump from that rattlesnake or move out of the way when that car is coming directly at you and going to hit you and you move, if you don't have that energy inside of you stored up from the positive adrenaline that sits in and waits for that moment to move you because you used all that adrenaline up and being super high on stress hormones, creating situations in your life that then mirror back to you what it is that you're asking for, which is to be out of alignment with your true purpose. Now, all you have to do to take your power back, and all you have to do to protect yourself when you're in a situation like this where you're really out there is, well, you could get a gun, then you could protect yourself. You could, let's see, run and hide in a basement and protect yourself and hide, no one can see you. You could do that. Or you could set up video cameras everywhere and be watched, and you could watch things. Or you could open up your curtains and you could watch to make sure and call the police whenever it is that you see something that's out of alignment with what you think is safe. Or you could, what else did I write down over here? You could, well, the list goes on and on and on and on. You know that's all fear, right? So there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to really truly protect yourself. No matter how many bullets you have, you'll run out. And no matter how much time you're going to hide in the basement, you're going to have to come out. And so no matter what's going to happen is that you're going to have to face yourself, because all fear is within you. And if you face yourself and you recognize that there's nothing to be afraid of, because you've actually then embraced your life and you've loved your life enough to know that if I'm grateful for one thing, being here on the planet, being me in this body, in this time, in this place, in this now, as a part of the divine creator of all that is, that created all things, including me here to be here, and everything else, including the false fears, the real fears, this, that, and the other things. So if I'm here to shine and I'm here to sparkle and I'm here to be the best representation of what it is to be an artist and a creator and a inspire and a motivational speaker and a life coach and all of these things that I do, if I'm truly going to offer it to you, that means that I must have gone through it myself over and over and over and over and over until finally I woke up, grabbed a hold of it, and I actually tuned in, and I'm going to keep up. And I'm sending you and amplifying the frequency to you and through you through these tools for transformation that I use to help us to transform ourselves from needing to have a weapon to protect ourselves into knowing that we already have everything we need within ourselves, as long as we are in that state of a gratitude and appreciation that we're emanating, vibrating at a frequency that is in fact empowered. And therefore, every other frequency will come to us like it could hit us, and it's just going to pass right through us because we're not resonating with it. Because if we resonate with it, then that's where it is that it gets stuck inside of one of our cells in our body. And so if you're scared of this here, there, or scared of something over here, or scared of something over there, or whatever it is, if you have a block in your body, when that energy comes through, you will get stuck in those blocks, and it'll start to cause what we call cancer, dis-ease. And that's usually from you being in the wrong place, wrong time, doing what it is that is not in alignment with your divine assignment. And that's why it is I have this report coming to you right here, right now, showing you how you can protect yourself from anything. And one way, and the only way that you can do that, is by knowing your connection to the divine prime creator of all that is, waking up and tuning in and keeping up and doing what it takes to breathe in that aloha space, to breathe in that gratitude and appreciation, and then sit in your power and know that I am comfortable and safe within my fear. And source energy lives in here and all around me and surrounds me, and all that is, was, and will ever be. I am no more or less than you or anything. And when I swim in the ocean next to the shark knows that. The shark knows I am not food, and I'm not going to eat the shark either. So we swim right by each other. The fear is not even present, because the gratitude and the appreciation take precedent over the entire body, and it emanates and it resonates. And the chemicals in our brain, when we look up, we're chemtrails in the sky. We're looking up in our brain, and we're causing the neural network inside of here to release these chemicals. And when those chemicals inside of our brain get released, the neural network, the fireflies, the Indra's net, the web of creation, firing and wiring, sending energy and information through the electromagnetic web of our entire life and our being, through the phosphoric structure, through our cells, and telling them exactly what to do and how to operate, because that's what it is that they're supposed to do. So epigenetically, we can go above the genetics, and we can tap in and tune in and turn on all of the different places inside of ourselves that the stem cells could be, that they reproduce all of the parts of ourselves that have been damaged, to recreate an entire body instantaneously from the inside out, not needing anything on the outside. This also means nothing on the outside. That means you're divinely connected on the inside. So if you're listening to this and it resonates with you on the inside, it's because it resonates with you on the inside. And now let it birth outside of you, and let it come out, let it spring out like it is that we're doing right now on May 3rd. Let the energy and information come out of you. Let it sprout, and water those sprouts, and take care of those seeds, and love those seeds. And know, as you nurture them, and as you grow and you get stronger in being a part of this divine assignment that you're on, and you continue being in alignment with what it is that you're asking for, when you see a belief system that's out of alignment, you're going to spot it instantaneously, because you're going to say, that's fear. And if it's rooted in fear, then you know that that's a belief system that's out of alignment with your divine assignment, because it's rooted in fear. So if it's rooted in fear, that's not what you're out representing, or is it? It's not what I'm representing. So everybody gets to have their own life and do their own thing and be the best versions of themselves or not. It's not my job to judge you. I'm just telling you, I'm going to do my best to compete against me every day to be the best part of me I can be. And right now, that part of me is that I love to talk, communicate, help people open up and expand their awareness and consciousness, and then implode it all the way back to the center point of charge, and implode it back to that fractal center where it is that it emanates out again, and then it goes back in and out, and in and out, and in and in and out. And as we cycle to and through this entire universal flow of creation, we have been given all of the different directions inside of us on how it is that we are to go about this transformation, where it is that the keys are to the boxes that we're sitting on top of as we stack them and we raise up our frequency and vibration to another level. And we recognize that we are the center of creation, and the center of creation is also everything in existence that's created, and we're all connected. So everything that is, was, and will ever be is a part of our divine destiny. And so if you're still living in fear, that's because you still have a bunch more grades to graduate before you can get to appreciation and gratitude. And remember, there's a lot of beings that are out here that are not scared at all of anything. And that's why they're building a new world right now, where there's enough food for everybody to eat. There's enough buildings for everybody to live in that are biologically sound, that help your body to live in harmony. There's enough fun to be had in every single different place everywhere. That it's just what we call the golden age, where it is I've come from. You know, I'm an Aquarius Pisces cusp here in this reality. And so what that says is that I'm this ambassador, intermediary in between one age into a new age. And so as I step forwards into my power and I present it out here to you, and you feel it and I feel it, we feel it, and we step up with gratitude and appreciation, we recognize that there is no difference between you and me. So there's nothing to be scared of between us. And everything that's created around us is also part of that. So there's nothing to be afraid of then either, which means boundaries and borders economics, all this stuff that separates us, race and religion, and sexual preference, and what car you drive and what shoes you wear, all this is an illusion, because we're all divine. And we need to recognize that right now and wake up and tune in. And that's why I made this video, is to show you what beliefs you have that may be out of alignment with a preferred version of yourself that you're attempting to live. How to spot them is through fear. If they're fear, then they're out of alignment, then they're disempowering, then they're no longer a part of your new reality. You can't think those thoughts, you can't feel those thoughts, and you can't allow them to go on repeat. So you got to turn over here. Let's say, okay, well, what is an empowering thought then? I am empowered by everything. I love my life. How does it get better than this? And I start working on that, and I focus and go this way, and eventually you'll just vibrate out of reality, and you'll vibrate into this reality, the one that you're in, that's the preferred version of yourself, because it's easy. There is no past, there is no future, there's only now. So any and all versions of yourself that could ever be and will ever be are all happening now. So what you can do is step into that version that you want to be now. And this is how. You just allow. Blessings.